So here we are in Placencia, one of my most favorite places and one of the top 4 places that I've rated that retirees like to move to. So I'm here with Jim. And the reason I'm here is because Jim has a really incredible story to share about what specifically is so exciting about Los Porticos. Tell me what you do in the morning, like, what's to do with the water out there?
Well, every morning, at least when it's lobster season, I check the water conditions, see if it's nice and calm and clear, and if it's good for going out looking for lobsters. And if it is, I have my morning coffee, get out my snorkeling gear, and then I head out there, and I'll snorkel just around in front of our beach and a little bit right and left, and hopefully catch a few lobsters. And I can be out there for 2 to 3 hours or so. Just even if I don't find anything, the coral there is beautiful. The sea life is all over the place. I just enjoy snorkeling and chilling on the water out there.
So there's not a lot of places that, I know, especially coming from the U.S. and even Florida, that you could just go like in your front yard literally and go get lobster. I mean, that's pretty exquisite, right? And you don't have to take a fishing pole. You can just literally go snorkel out there.
Yeah,
you don't even need all the dive gear.
No, just walk right out from the center of the beach. And you'll run into lots of coral, and if you just want to snorkel, there's lots of big coral heads. I have run into manatees so many times I've lost count.
Oh my Lord!
Out there, I've run into a great big turtle, full-size adult turtle, relaxing underneath a rock. And in fact, we've got 2 turtle nests on our beach right now. One a couple weeks ago, and then one that was about 3 nights ago, and they've been staked and marked off.
We're going to go look at those
with caution tape. And it was roughly about 6 or 7 years ago, we had another nest, and while I was walking the dog at 10 o'clock at night, the whole beach was covered with a bunch of baby turtles.
Oh, how cute!
So that was
adorable.
A pretty cool experience. So this is a spot for that, but I've also seen, in addition to lobsters, lots of crabs, octopus, octopi, all kinds of fish, snappers, barracuda,
right in your front yard.
Angelfish, everything you could possibly imagine are all over the place out there. And we've caught, actually one of the workers here caught a huge snook right off our beach in the shallow water. He was actually raking some debris, and he saw it in the water about a couple feet away and just threw his pitchfork into it.
Oh dear! Speared it. That's spearfishing,
speared
right?
It. Yeah, speared it. So the beach is one of the best, and I think in terms of snorkeling, we've got the best beach in all of the peninsula here, just for everything it offers here.
So besides that's your front yard, for goodness sakes. So there's a couple different units here that are for sale, and I was thinking of the one that I'm going to actually tour here in a little bit. I'll share those pictures, of course, with you in video, but what is it that made you decide to move to Belize?
Well, moved to Belize, well, this is around 10 years or so even longer, but English speaking,
huh?
American dollars, American greenbacks accepted everywhere. The beach, I cannot afford a beachfront property in anywhere in the U.S. Forget it. California, Hawaii, forget it. Or Florida, forget it. And I like it being less crowded. I wanted to get away from all the big hustle and bustle in the crowded cities. I lived in that my entire life. I didn't want to retire in that. I wanted a very laid-back place where it's like everybody, and the town is small here, but it's not too small, so it's only just a small handful of people. There's it's big enough but not too big, just like Los Porticos. We've got 27 units here, not too big but not too small, so there's enough infrastructure here. We got 2 pools, we got a full-time staff which watches over the place, and if you're into the condo idea as opposed to a house. This just fit for us because when we first bought, we weren't ready to move down here full time, and so who's going to watch over the property while
Right.
we're away? With a condo, at least with something like this, you don't have to worry about that because you've got a staff here, so there's always someone around. So that's a big deal in terms of maintenance of just anything that might happen.
It's so smart.
And watching over the place and security.
It's
you know.
turnkey. Then you you can
Yeah.
leave it, turn the key, and come back, and everything's the
Yeah,
same. And
and
there's
if-
peace of mind.
You know, nobody who shouldn't be here is wandering around the property late at night looking around. You know, we've got you know, the manager, he's got an apartment actually in the front building
Oh.
there, so he's here, and then when he has his days off, he's got his first mate who is here and stays. So we've always got staff and somebody here to watch over the place.
Oh, and one of the most magnificent things is you have a terrific Italian restaurant right here.
Yeah,
Wow.
they are not just good for Placencia or Belize, they're good anywhere. I mean, his Italian food is top notch.
Yeah, I've been able to. I've eaten there with Marcia before. It was delicious.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
La Dolce Vita
Yeah.
is the place, and I know the owner Simone, real good guy, really good food.
It's fabulous. Well, I just thank you for. I was just popping by, and thank you so much for just sharing. Because people are always looking online, and they're trying to figure out, okay, what country and why Belize and what area of Belize, right? And and they get to hear it from me, and I've been here 21 years. I'm passionate about it, but you live in this area.
Yeah,
so
and
it's nice
the
to hear.
reason we settled on this place, this area right here, is these condos here are kind of unique in their size. These ones are big. You can actually live in them full time. A retired couple, you've got plenty of room, plenty of storage space, closet space, cabinet space, a full-size kitchen. You've got all of those things here, and we looked at a lot of other places on the peninsula before we settled on this place. They were fine as vacation rentals,
But
as
not for living.
but
yeah.
not for a full-time living. And for something like this, where you've got this much square footage, and all these amenities and that beach view and all that, it's like, as soon as we saw this, it's like, okay, we're done looking.
And snorkeling and diving right in your front yard.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I've gone diving out here too. I just put on all my scuba gear and you just walk right on out. And
Fabulous, is that-
it's not going to get super deep, maybe 20 feet or so, but
Yeah.
you just want to test out your gear and stay there. You can stay under a long time.
Well, you shared there's a lot of coral up here too, so that means
Yeah.
there's some beautiful things to, obviously, you shared that, and diving 20 feet, that's still a great dive.
Yeah, well, and then there's a bunch of really good dive shops here on the peninsula, and there's a lot of great places to go diving around here. My favorite is Glover's Reef, of course, but you can, there's a lot of places you can go around here.
So you won't get
for
bored.
Yeah, or if you want to go into the jungle, there's a lot of places, a couple hours away, if that much. Mayan ruins, jungle hikes we've done in the jungle. We have done, let's see, inner tubing through the caves. We've done rappelling down waterfalls. We've done zip lining. We've done, we did a rappel into a place called the Black Hole, where you hike into the jungle for about an hour
And
then
then came out.
Then do about a couple hundred feet rappel into a canyon, and then see some beautiful scenery there. There's no shortage of things to do here.
You cannot be bored in Belize, that's for sure. And it's because we're so incredibly diverse with our ecosystem, right? And the people are as diverse as our ecosystem, for sure. Thank you, Jim, for taking time to share Placencia with our
My
peeps. I appreciate
pleasure.
it. Thanks so much. Wow, you're going to want to see this beautiful, exquisite condo here in Los Porticos. And it's one of the unique condos that actually is sized correctly for people that want to live full time. And you can see the furniture. Wow. Oh, they're beautiful.
It's like I never get.
And if you decide that, you know, you want to work,
The neat thing about this.
you have your own office space. But look at this beautiful dining area.
You always have a nice breeze.
And I cannot believe how much storage is actually in this condo. Look at this, an abundance of storage here. Got a whole library here. And if that wasn't enough, you have a kitchen. If you like to cook, then you want one thing for sure. Lots of countertop space. Lots of it. And there's tons of it here. So they put a lot of attention in this kitchen for sure with not only the countertops, but also they actually made nooks here. These were enclosed here and they opened it up to give lots of storage and extra counter space. Lots of plugs, very important. But so yes, this is definitely a chef's dream kitchen here because one of the size, but especially because there is such an amount of space to work in the kitchen. So you can do a prep in one area, get your plates ready, plenty of room to do your cooking. And as I shared, there is lots of storage here. All of this is storage, specifically here. And these are full size. A lot of times you get those smaller little top and bottom washer and dryers, and they take a really long time to dry anything. But these are full size. And then here's the spare room. The spare room can be whatever you want it to be, but in my opinion, the best thing is to have a spare room that can also be a guest room if you have company come and stay. And this is a whole built-in Murphy bed system, so it will come right down, make a beautiful guest room, but when they're not here and no one's visiting you, you have this beautiful workspace and you can see what they've done with this area. And again, oh my goodness, storage, lots of storage. And check this out outside. You have your own quiet, peaceful backyard. And if you like to plant, a lot of people, I mean, we have a lot of incredible herbs and fruits here in Belize. So you have your own area to absolutely grow your own plants. If you have a dog, they can have a place to hang out outside and you know that they're safe. And then uniquely, something very different than I see in a lot of condos, is this feels like a home. You have like this whole jungle area behind you. You can even hear, well, we just heard a plane go by, one of the little planes, the jumper planes. Look at the birds. Wow. A hammock might be in order out here. Come on, there's more. Here is another piece de resistance, a very large, this is the second bathroom. This is the guest bathroom, or when you have company, they can use this bathroom. But so there's a lot of storage, again, storage, top storage, drawers, cabinets, and what I love about this is because they like to do, I mean, you can do snorkeling and diving right here, and right here in front of this property, this is more, say it, storage. All neat, organized, beautiful, very well kept. And then we're going to save the best for last is the beautiful, beautiful master bedroom.
Then Strata.
Wow, look how big this bedroom is. It's huge, with double doors that go right outside. But, you know, wait, what is it with this view out here? Do you see that? Oh my Lord. Look at that view. Look at this stunning view. Can you imagine sitting here and having your coffee in the morning, right? And that's your front yard. That's $1 million view right there, but not for $1 million just to you. Holy cow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. and very comfortable furniture. So yes, you would really relax out here. Not a bad view to look at a beautiful swimming pool and that beautiful sea. Very relaxing. Come on, I'll show you more. So as I shared, this is a unit that absolutely is very conducive if you want to live here full time, or you want to spend 6 months those winter seasons if you live way up north in Canada or in the United States, and you want something beautiful like this to live in Belize. This one's spacious enough that you won't be like rubbing and butting shoulders with everybody around you. A beautiful walk-in closet. Oh, it's magnificent. And again, storage. Storage. Very neat, organized, beautiful. Just feels fabulous here. And then you have the private bathroom, the master bathroom, with a super duper huge shower. Beautiful. And look at this counter space we have. Again, tons of counter space. I do like that there's extra storage in the bathroom also that makes it very handy to put towels and stuff in there, make it easily accessible. And of course, a beautiful tub. You don't always see tubs in Belize, but this is a beautiful one. Perfect size. Oh my goodness. I have to say that this is a top #1 unit in Placencia area. And the benefit of Los Porticos is, again, literally that this is more of a smaller community, and with 27 units, it's not too big, and yet you have such accessibility right to the strip of the peninsula, the tip. Lots of restaurants, shopping, and all of that, but you're out of town enough that it's quieter. And this beach here, we're going to go out there because it's one of the most beautiful in this area. Come on, I'll take you. What a beautiful condo. Was I right or was I right? So one of the neat things to also, to share with you is that these windows and doors are impact resistant with a lot of attention to detail, because they actually, you can see how they open out, right? As opposed to in. Very smart and advanced thinking, right? And then I want to show you this. Let's go out to the beach. Right here for you to be able to hear what I'm going to share about this. But this is the other pool, right? How beautiful is that infinity pool? Oh, and if you look over there, what's under that caution tape? That's some sea turtles that laid their little the eggs last night that will then become hatchlings and go back out to sea in about 2 months. Let's go take a peek. Right here on the ground is some noni fruit. Have you ever tried noni juice? Well, here's a tree right here with your own noni fruit. Beautiful. Not ready to come out yet, but soon. So in Belize, we care about our ecosystem. We like to protect it. And this makes sure that no one's going to step on any of the little eggs that are down there. That way those little baby sea turtles can go out to sea, and like I said, in a couple months. And there's even another one over here. Experts that turtles return back, the mothers return back to where they were hatched and went to the sea to leave their babies to do the same thing. I need to talk to a turtle expert about that. I'm not sure, but that's what I've heard. And then this is the beautiful, beautiful ocean, the sea, where you can literally walk right out right here and snorkel and dive right here and get lobsters, fish if you like. During lobster season, it's right there in your front yard. I think you might want to come see Los Porticos. Contact me on Macarena Rose. I'm always honored and privileged to share more information about different opportunities in Belize, but especially ones that I really feel are top-notch, like this one.
The $550 strata fee a month, it covers a whole bunch of things. Covers all the maintenance, all the common property, covers the maintenance of the pools, the pool chemicals, the electricity to run the pumps. We have a great big water retention tank with pumps, pump water through. We have a brand new, well, a couple years old now, state-of-the-art septic system which services the entire property, and it was cost us $250,000 at the time to build it. It's all in place, so we've got that. It covers, you know, the electricity and the chemicals and maintenance of that thing. Covers the salaries of all the staff. We have I believe 4 full-time employees, including the property manager. Covers the insurance on all the place, all the buildings, you know, which is no cheap amount. The maintenance of all the plants, the sidewalks, the trash pickup,
everything.
The cable TV. The cable TV is piped into every unit as part of our strata fee.
So talk to me about the Strata and the rental pool. What's that look like for you? What made you decide on Los Porticos for that reason?
Well, Los Porticos has something a little bit unique as opposed to all the other condo complexes that we looked at on the peninsula. And that is, owners here have total flexibility in whether they want to choose to rent or to not rent. And right now, we've got about 50-50. Half of the owners here rent and half the others don't. Reason for that is it was just set up that way to give owners total flexibility to do what they wanted to. The Strata here does not get into the rental business. That's totally the owner's prerogative. The rental management company, which is Flowers in the front office, they are not part of the Strata. So if you choose to rent, you make your own contract with them, however you want to structure it.
Makes sense.
And if you don't want to rent, you just stay here full time or just come down whenever you want. We've got owners which are snowbirds, which come here during the winter months or 4 to 6 months at a time. And the time when the place is vacant, or places when they're not here, it's just vacant. And you've got the eyes on the property all the time in
Which
terms
is
of
awesome.
security and maintenance in case anything happens here. And if you do want to choose to rent, you know, you can block off the weeks when you're going to be here, or a month when you're going to be here. I know one owner who comes here for at least a month at a time, sometimes 2 months. They just block off the dates, don't rent it out, and then when they leave, it's back in the rental pool.
That's actually nice, because I know that you had also shared, and I have a lot of experience, a lot of condo complexes actually charge you more if you are not going to go in the rental pool, one, or they don't even allow you. They only allow you a certain amount of weeks that you can use your own condo, right? And then it needs to be rented out. So here you have lots of freedom. I can see why you and your wife chose this perfectly.
Yeah.
Smart.
I won't mention names, but there is a well-regarded resort nearby on the peninsula, and you are expected to be in the rental pool there. And if you choose not to, which they will give you that choice, then your strata fees are tripled.
Well, and their sizes aren't as, you know, yours is a living condo, a place you can live in very comfortably. So if you rent it out, you have lots of space too, right? But the complex you're speaking about is much smaller.
Right.
Inside. So yeah,
it would be cramped to live there full time.
Yeah.
But here, you know, I've actually had a kayak stored in one of the bedrooms when we had a kayak, and then I have a inflatable paddle board too, which it got old and I had to throw it away. But I stored that in a spare bedroom. We've got just tons of storage.
you have a
room
lot
in
of
here.
storage. Yeah, there's these are absolutely amazing. Well, I thank you so much for letting us pop by and say hi to you.
My pleasure.
Mine too. With Strata title, HOA of $550 US a month, but something also really worth sharing is that there is a generator system on the property. So if electricity for some reason goes down, got you covered.
And the fight.